bonza.
I'm totally happy. In fact, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh yeah.
Thanks so much for being here today, guys.
Chandler.
What a gorgeous day it is. Great day to feed a crocodile and not get eaten.
And just an awesome group too. Who gives on school holidays? School holidays. Yeah. Robert, tell everyone how lucky you are. What do you get to do for school holidays?
Yes, well, I am on school holidays, except I still have to do school. So, woohoo! But I get to feed Croc, so it all works out.
That's pretty cool.
It evens it out.
We've got some very special visitors today. Hi to everybody on our wonderful tours and doing great things. And we've got Steve, the infamous cinematographer.
One of the greatest cinematographers of our
all time.
Is in our midst today.
Steve, which one are you? There you are. There's
There
Steve.
we go. Good
Yeah. Woo! Steve has been working on Crikey. It's the Irwins.
Crikey, it's the Irwins.
It's the Irwins. And we've got season 2 coming out sometime in October.
It's exciting, it really is.
She couldn't find her
just
pants.
incredible vision because of the cinematography.
Yeah,
And probably Steve's most remarkable achievement, and we don't know how he did it, would be Lori.
Yes.
Lori, welcome. Welcome, and thank you for putting up with that guy. He's a good guy.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So today, I did want to mention a little something before we get started.
Yes.
Because we actually do a lot of crocodile conservation work. We've got Luke here. Stand up, Luke.
Yep.
Luke organizes all of our expeditions on the crocodile research trip. Yay, Luke!
Luke, I get around the applause. Well done.
Are there places left for this year's trip?
Yeah.
There's 4 places left that you can join us on our crocodile research trip. So if you want to go to information and sign up, do it now. Chandler is Bindi's boyfriend, and he's Bindi's boyfriend. he does great work with crocodiles as well. And Toby's the head of our crocodile research team, and is just an amazing and wonderful all-around terrific guy.
Got the whole gang together.
Good on you.
So what we're doing now, our latest battle is trying to protect crocodiles from even more threats. And it's an amazing time in history. We all know stuff is kind of needing our help around the world. We're seeing apex predators' numbers being depleted. And we want to protect them, especially our crocodiles. Here in Australia, some wacky person came up with wacky legislation to harvest crocodile eggs out of the wild, put them in farms and grow them up to put a bullet in their head and make nice boots out of them. What? It's nuts. So we've got a little bit of a video just to explain what's going on and how you can help.
You can see where I get a little dirty on people raising crocs, trying to turn them into boots, bags and belts so rich people can wear them around. Oh gosh, I hate that. This is the crocodile. This is what they're all about. It's really hard to express how much I love them. And seriously, if I could kiss him on the lips, I would. You know what is so important to me is that, and why this is so special, is I get the ability now to share my passion for crocs. And now and only now you can actually see how they love each other. They actually feel pain, they feel stress, they love on each other. I mean, here is one of the most awesome, if not the most awesome animal on the face of the earth. Modern day dinosaurs, and you know what my mum always taught me was, if you treat all animals as you want to be treated, then you'll have a happy life. And that goes for human beings too. You want to treat each other the same as you want to be treated. They've got a name, they're not a number, they're not a piece of meat, they're not just some inanimate object, they're a beautiful, lovely animal. And I won't allow anybody anywhere near me that doesn't love crocodile.
So, if you want to help out, you can sign our petition. It doesn't matter if you're under 18. It doesn't matter if you don't live in Australia. Every voice makes a difference.
Definitely.
And today, we're so excited to show you one of our awesome crocodiles.
Yes, can't wait.
So, Toby, who are we feeding today?
Today we're going to feed Graham, who's one of the bigger crocs we have here, and he's also the only croc we have who's bitten a couple of people. So he actually bit your dad, so...
He's a fun croc, Graham.
Took a chunk out of Wes.
Yeah, hopefully.
You want to give it a go?
Yeah, I'm keen.
Okay,
Let's
it's
go.
all yours, Robert. Good luck.
Alrighty. Thank you.
There's your food, mate. So if everyone can just have a look down in the front of the canal, you'll see
Oh, here he
Graham's
comes.
going to start to make his way out. You'll see this this really big dark shape start to emerge. Here he comes now. Look at the size. You hear everyone laughing. You should see the size of him from where Robert is. He's absolutely massive.
You have crickets going.
Oh, he's going for my legs. Come on, beat him, mate.
Watch your hands. Oh, all right. How awesome is that? How about a round of applause for Robert?
There we go. Oh. Yep, all good. Got him. Perfect. How good is that?
He's clearly not Graham, so I'll go and get a real Graham for you.
Alright, sounds good.
That was awesome.
Okay, I don't think that was actually Graham because we picked him up.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't Graham. In fact, that wasn't even a crocodile. That was an American alligator.
Yep.
And do you know how to tell the difference between an American alligator and a crocodile?
How do you tell?
When they
Crocodile would
leave
never
like
let you touch him.
One you see later,
Yeah.
and one you see in a while.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the scientific way to tell.
Yes.
Okay, now I know.
But we are going to get Graham out. You are going to get to feed him. And
Yep.
can you do me one favor?
Yeah, what's that?
Don't pick him up.
I'll try not to.
Okay, we're going to go to the big screen. We're going to watch Graham coming out. I do love Graham, in spite of the fact that he's a little bit chompy. He actually bit Steve on the hand and dragged him into the water back in April of '92. And then about 17 years ago, we had a great big flood in the zoo, about chest-deep water raging through the zoo, and the croc fences were getting piled up with debris and in danger of collapsing. So Steve and Wes, in the middle of the night, went out and started clearing the debris off the fence lines. At one point, Graham snuck up behind Wes and grabbed him on the backside. Wes's bottom jaw was right at the back. Graham's bottom jaw was at the back of Wes's knee, and his top jaw was near his hip, and then he just closed his mouth. So he tore out about 7 fist-sized pieces of meat.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to tell you Wes is fine today, and 6 of those gaping holes have healed up nicely. I can say that because Wes isn't here. Good fun. So we just love Graham, and he was just protecting his territory and his girl. We've got no animosity, but it's a great story to tell for why you shouldn't share territory with crocodiles. These are the easiest predators to avoid. They don't come into your backyard, they don't fly, they don't chase you down in your Land Rover, and kids, they don't live under your bed. You've got to make a mistake to come into conflict with crocodiles, and the biggest mistake is what Toby's doing. Don't go close to the water's edge like Toby. That's a big mistake. Crocodiles define their territory in the water and at the water's edge. And whatever you do, no matter if your fishing lure's hung up or your crab pot is stuck, the barge is broken down and you need to cross the river, whatever you do, never enter the water with the crocodile. That would be crazy.
This isn't in my workplace agreement, Terry. HR's watching. Okay, so as Terry said, we've got this crystal clear water so you can see how the crocodiles swim, which is pretty awesome for a crocodile of Graham's size. We'd be getting closer, we'd be over 4 meters now. They are, particularly the males like Graham, they're so territorial. You can see he just hates me being in his water. As soon as he realizes that I'm actually touching it or in it. See how quickly he comes over. So, good luck, Terry. Excellent.
Great. Come on. Right here. Right here. Crikey, he's an awesome crocodile. Don't you just love him? Okay, let's see if Toby can get him across the creek. I'm out of here.
Go, Brian. So, at his size in the wild, he could eat small stuff like, fish, turtles, water birds, pretty much any day. What he wants to eat and what he is designed to eat is big stuff like pigs and kangaroos and wallabies, and this is why it's important he lives in dirty water, so that way when he's hungry, just like this here, pigs that are coming down to get a drink won't see him in the water, and he'll ambush that prey from a concealed position. Now, he's a bit slow today because it is the middle of winter here on the coast, but in the heat of summer, Graham can strike from where he is down to the fence in one hit. Animals like pigs and particularly kangaroos, their reflexes are way quicker than I do, and even they can't avoid that. Yeah, you're around the
Stop recording.
Yeah, that was
Now he's also got something else he can do as well. He can do a tail walk, and Robert's going to show us that.
Exactly, yeah. So you can see how from the water's edge, they're incredibly quick, but as Toby said, they'll actually use a different tactic to catch their prey, and we call it a tail walk. We use this ramp to demonstrate how they can come vertically up and out of the water and catch animals that are flying overhead. It's a pretty incredible technique, and we'll see if Graham will show you that today. Alrighty. What are you doing, buddy? Alright. Come on, be Graham. Now you can see it's just his eyes, nose and ears that come up above the surface. It's a perfect design for staying hidden. Whoa! Good boy, Graham.
He's after you.
He was that time, I think. Good job, buddy. Up here, mate. Oh, nice job. How cool is that? Right, I've got one more piece for you. Ready? There you go. Well, he's coming around a little bit. I think I'm just going to stop here for a second. Try that one more time. There you go, bud. Oh, how's that jaw pop? Alright, we've got one more piece of food for him. Whoa, there we go. Sorry, little rat. Now, this is a rat burger, fresh from Crikey Cafe.
It's not fresh from Crikey Cafe, though.
And he absolutely loves it.
We call them chicken burgers, right?
No, we don't call them chicken burgers.
There you go, buddy.
There you go.
Oh,
Way to go, Robert. That was awesome.
brilliant.
Okay, Chandler.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see if Bindi has taught you well. Give it a go.
Nice.
Awesome.
He's looking at your legs.
Look at how big he is.
Cool. There we go.
Here you go, mate. Third time lucky. A round of applause for Chandler. How awesome is that? So now that Graham's out, this is where you get to have a much better look at it. One of the biggest myths that we hear almost every day here at the zoo about crocs is how fast they are on land. And people think to avoid one, you've got to, run in zigzags or run in circles because they're so quick they can chase you down. You can see while he's sitting there, it's just not possible. You can see he's only got, really short, really stumpy little legs. He's probably at least 300 kilos, probably 350 kilos. He just can't do it. He can't chase stuff down. And while he's out, I can sit here in front of him. And as long as I watch him, he's not going to come towards me or anything like that. He'll probably actually bite you And as long as I don't stay there too long, then there's no way I feel comfortable doing that. But the point is, you can see he didn't try and come towards me. He just sat there. He's probably going to stay there for a bit because he knows there's a bit of food on the ground. They have a really, really good sense of smell, so he will know that it's there. Touching their water though, that's a really big no-no. If I come over here, you might not do it because of that food, but if I come and touch his water and splash around, see he's looking at me straight away. So the rules around crocs are exactly what you see us do at the zoo. There's only really 3 things you've got to remember. You don't stand next to the water's edge because they can do that strike up onto the bait. That's how they get their food most of the time. Like Robert showed us, you don't overhang the water because they can do that tail walk. Most importantly, you just don't swim in crocodile territory. You don't do this, you don't fish standing up to your knees in barramundi. It's a really, really big mistake. They're such an amazing animal and they've been here for such a long time. It really is up to us to learn to live alongside them, not the other way around.
True story, Toby. Now I know your crocodile has a nice little snack, but you need to put your crocodile back into the water.
I do, don't I?
Please. Thank you.
Come on, mate.
That's it. Proving once and for all that Toby is the yummiest snack.
No comment.
Good job, Toby. That was great. Okay, now we've got a really nice big piece of food for Graham to see if we can get him really fired up. Robert, it's up to you now. Let's see if we can show you just how a crocodile would act in the wild. He's going to line up the food item, strike, grab that piece of food, and instinctively he's going to try to get that food back into the water. So what Robert's going to do is simulate a struggling pig to show you just what a crocodile would do to overpower an animal in the wild. So Robert, oh, death roll, you little ripper! We've got a death roll. They'll roll an animal off its feet, spinning it, making it disoriented, and then it'll drown very quickly. That's the biggest technique a crocodile uses to drown something and overpower it quickly. So you'll notice he's got that 3,000 pounds per square inch jaw pressure. The saltwater croc, yes, second death roll. Woo! The saltwater crocodile's got more jaw pressure than any living animal. In fact, at 3,000 pounds per square inch, that's the same as the PSI in the hydraulics of the brakes of a 747. Pretty impressive. You think about it, 3,000 pounds per square inch, your Rottweiler has about 90. So it's awesome. He's got 64 very long, sharp, penetrating teeth. These teeth are designed like bullets to sink deep into the flesh. And he gets his lunch. Way to go, Robert. Graham, you did so good, buddy. Did you get that all by yourself and kill it? Now you're a little bit burpy and interesting. You'll notice that even though I'm really close, right next to Graham in a dangerous spot, Graham's not trying to strike. It's a little known fact, but crocodiles are very unique. I know this is a male crocodile because he's listening to my voice and he can only do one thing at a time. So as long as I keep talking, I'm safe. But I'll be quiet now so you can think.
That's absolutely hilarious, Terry. It's so funny.
It's very accurate, actually.
You know, though, talking about that kind of stuff, there's like this thing that you can actually tell right now the difference between a male and a female. People always say about crocs and alligators, how do you tell the boys from the girls? Well, right now, it's really easy because he's had some lunch and he's finished eating and he's keeping his mouth closed, so he's not.
That's very funny, Toby. That's hilarious. But actually, we have a bit of a situation because it is the end of the show. Graham needs to swim home, and he's not going anywhere. So he's had a big feed. Robert, why don't you stand up and tell us how you think we should get Graham to go all the way home?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think at this point, I think we have to infringe on Graham's territory. I think that's the only way.
All right. And when you say we should infringe on his territory, what exactly do you mean?
Well, I have an idea.
Oh.
You know, Dad would always say that if Bindi was to ever find a guy, he'd have to pass the crocodile test.
I do remember
He'd have to
that.
outswim a crocodile. So I thought we should put Chandler to the test. What do you reckon?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Infringe on his territory and see if you can get him home. And if you survive, you pass the test.
Yeah.
There you go.
How exciting for you.
All right.
All right, let's see if Chandler can get Graham's attention. Please do not panic. Don't worry about Chandler. The water is heated. It's quite nice. It's about 30 degrees Celsius. It's about 90 Fahrenheit. It's quite pleasant. And Graham's not really a worry. See how he's on the surface? He's like a big old pool toy, really. It's not really a danger when a crocodile shows themselves because they know they can also be seen. A crocodile is only truly trying to kill you when he is the unseen predator. So as long as Graham's at the surface like that, we know he's not serious. So Chandler is probably no longer safe. So nobody tell Bindi we did this. As Chandler heads for the canal system, I'd like you to appreciate you just experienced what you can see nowhere else on planet Earth.
That was
Big
awesome.
hands for Tony and Chandler and Robert. Big stand for Graeme. Man, I love that crocodile.
He's still in there.
Chandler's great too. Chandler's getting him through the love canal.
Yep, Chandler's come out first, which means he has survived. That's good.
That's good.
We won't be looking for a job application or replacements. We've got his body double, Luke. That's our backup plan.
Not for Bindi.
No, that wouldn't really work, would it?
Although you're lovely.
Yeah.
So we like telling people about how to stay safe with crocodiles because now more than ever, as you watch Graham swim home, you can appreciate that our apex predators are so critically important. Here on planet Earth, we're suffering the 6th great extinction that the Earth has ever seen, but we're losing animals 1,000 times quicker than in any of the other previous extinction rates. One of the most important animals is the apex predator. The trophic cascade effect that bears and tigers and crocodiles have on the ecosystem is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So he's the one who keeps the river system safe and pristine. Wherever you've got crocs, you've got lots of barramundi and mud crab and a beautiful ecosystem. So I think it's special because they're actually related to dinosaurs. Hey, Robert.
Exactly, yeah. You know, crocodiles are really the perfect evolutionary design. They've outlived the dinosaurs, outlived pretty much every catastrophic extinction, and it would be such a shame to lose them. Because as Mum was saying, they're vitally important. You know, when you look at a crocodile, that's 200 million years of evolution, and we should feel very lucky to have these guys in Australia and have them right in our backyards. It's like Jurassic Park, it really is.
It's really special.
We can't stress it enough, you know. Don't buy wildlife products, don't eat crocodiles, don't buy the boots, bags and belts that they're turned into. And together, if we all appreciate and respect these animals, we'll have them on the planet for generations to come.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for coming in. Have a fantastic school holiday. And remember,